I'll skip some things here and there because that's 27 minutes over talking about standing up to bullies. You should stand up to bullies. Just plain and simple, because if you let a bully decide things for you, when does it end? When are you ever allowed to be you in your own life? You have one life. It's not even that long. Don't let others try to determine like what you want to do in that life, because otherwise it's never going to end. Because there's always going to be someone out there who's going to want to tell you how you should live it.
Yeah, so Asmund said that what I need to do is to just ignore these people.
Well, he said block them. What he really said.
I know he's right. I know that it is attention-seeking behavior.
Yeah.
And, I know I should just ignore these people. For me, I was a little bit conflicted, though, with this advice. Because, I guess, yeah, I don't want to give anybody too much personal attention. I don't want to feed them attention that they crave. But at the same time, I enjoy
like you have to
fighting.
defend yourself? You enjoy fighting.
Like
okay.
It.
That's funny.
I really like calling out this bullshit. Because it's very obvious.
It didn't seem like you were having a lot of fun doing it. Maybe that's why.
I decided to ultimately stream this game. That's the reason they're really mad at me. I have seen a lot of disappointing shit in the past couple days. Honestly. Seen a lot of people get harassed that were nice to me.
Yeah.
Everybody in the whole world would know that they're full of shit. Because they know that I'm not those things. Is she playing the game because of hate content? Or just playing the game because she wants to? Let me tell you what my thought process
like a
was
mix.
and how I went through this, right? I did not intend to play this game. I was kind of like not really paying a lot of attention to it. I was like, I don't really like JK that much. You know, fuck her. I don't really care. I was kind of like meh about it. But then I saw the harassment going on of my friends. I saw friends of mine being called bigots. I saw friends of mine being treated like garbage. And I realized that you've given me a choice, haven't you? You've given me two choices. I can not play, not stream it, which is what you want me to do. I can obey. I can do that. Even maybe I have my own reasons, maybe. I could do that. Or I could stream it. And I could count on you coming after me.
So, like, it's not even, like, a little bit, like, I don't know, that's also a weird reason not to want to play a game. Like, you don't like J.K. Rowling, so you're not going to play Hogwarts. But it is what it is, you know? You can do whatever you want. Like, I've never been one to think you should force that kind of... But the thing is, like, she did it in the best way possible, is that she didn't want to play, but she wasn't going to go around trying to bully people into not playing. And because people did that, she's just like, okay, you're making me take a stand now, because it's like, I wasn't going to play it to begin with, but that was because I just didn't want to play it. But now if I don't play it, it's going to feel like I did it because of these bullies. You know what I mean? I saw my friends being bullied, and because I'm not playing it now, it feels like I'm doing it because of the bullying. Which sounds like like, you're not gonna win, even if you were gonna, like, if I wasn't gonna play the game anyways. Which is kind of funny, but I think it's also kind of a silly reason to start streaming. Like, you are doing you are engaging into it in a way that's, like, kind of weird. You know what I mean? It's the same reason why if you stop playing because of harassment, like, she started playing for the harassment.
So that anybody with a shred of common sense can see that you're full of shit. They will put it all for the whole world to see that this was never about trans rights. It was never about inclusivity. It was never about kindness. It was always about coercion. It was always about control. It is so fucking obvious to me. You're just bullies. And it
Exactly.
meant more to me to spend the $60 to show these people I'm not afraid of them. Even if $1 goes to JK, who doesn't give a shit about it? Well worth the $60. And you know what? The game is actually great. I should really be thanking these people for giving me, like, you actually gave me, like, a moral imperative to play the game that I was kind of middling about before. I thank you because the game is great. I'm having a great time. So you've chosen to stand in solidarity with others who want to play the game by playing the game.
No, she's not. That's not what she's doing at all. She's more like, you want to bully someone, bully me. She's that person. You know what I mean? She sees someone's getting bullied. She stands up, gets in front of them. Like, you want to bully someone, bully me. Like, I'll knock you down. Like, I don't give a shit about you. You're not going to bully me.
Others, well, it's more than that.
Which I think is like, I don't know if brave's the right word, respectable. Like, really big respect for that.
It's really this, the point is, what it really comes down to is that it is harmful right now to people we know in our communities, in our online spaces. It is harmful to call people hateful, to call them an enemy, to say that they're evil, to say that they're unsafe because they've playing a video game. This is wrong. It's really dangerous and it's really fucked up and it is wrong. It is so in your face and it is so manipulative and it is so disgusting that I have to point it out.
Yeah.
If the choice that I've been given is obey or be harassed into coercion, either obey and do exactly what we say, or if you don't, then the alternative is you'll be harassed into coercion. I would not want to obey someone. I would not want to do that thing.
Exactly.
You see what I mean?
We talked about it in the previous video. It's like, it's never going to be enough. These people want to control everyone around them because they think they're the moral, righteous people in the world, and they can decide what is good and wrong, and you have to go with them, otherwise you are evil. Yeah, no,
that's what it's about.
No point.
I think it's harmful to trans people. I think it's harmful to the trans rights movement. I think it's harmful to everybody else too. You're telling,
especially with something like this, which is just such a stupid ass thing to even bring up. Like, the next time there is an actual issue, like, people aren't going to take it as seriously because of what happened here.
People, they can't think for themselves. They can't use common sense, their own good judgment to see, this is someone that I know, this is someone that I like, this is someone that I know is not hateful at all. But this group of people is telling me, they're literally gaslighting me. They're telling me all this stuff that I know isn't true. This is a much bigger threat. I wouldn't do something that I thought was unethical and indefensible out of spite, or even to prove a point, or even to get people to come at me. I wouldn't do that. Because I don't think two wrongs make a right. But looking at this game, I don't think that it affects J.K. Rowling in the way that these people are claiming that it does. Like, the financial gain that she might receive from royalties from this one income stream is nothing.
Also, why don't these people go after, like, the books and stuff like that? Like, that's the crazy part to me. Like, petition, like, Amazon to stop selling Harry Potter books. It's just dumb. Let me see if we can kind of skip ahead.
I'm here showing you that you can play the game and not share her views. The bigotry towards you and other content creators is unacceptable and dangerous towards trans rights. It's dangerous for everybody. Sadly, this is nothing new. There's always been a divide between those who seek a positive and peaceful approach towards fair rights and those hurt or scared and have become overcome by hatred and despair. Let me tell you something. Martin Luther King said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. While understandable, their actions are unforgivable and seek to further divide and risk jeopardizing the years of progress we fought for, progress paved in blood, tears, and yes, even death. It's an insult to those who have suffered and those of us seeking reasonable rights and protections. This behavior is highly inappropriate. I cannot begin to express the pain I've been through and the isolation I've felt and continue to face because of these individuals. They say they're fighting for people like me. They are not. Their reckless behavior does nothing but further divide and isolate those like me who have suffered and just want to live their lives in peace.
Yeah, I mean, this was also proven with Hassan, like when he wanted to do a stream for charity for trans people, and people were like, "Yeah, no, we still don't like that." It's like, dude, it's so fucking ridiculous. Like that just proves like you don't actually care about the people you're supposedly fighting for.
Go Zepla.
Yeah, that's
That.
and the reason I'm skipping ahead is because it's like it's an argument that doesn't need this much time to really cover. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying like her video is like doesn't need to be the song or anything like that. I just don't think there's enough for me to comment on if I'm just going through the video. It would just be too long of a video.
If you buy the game, J.K. Rowling might get some royalty money that she will then use on really shitty causes. She might use to.
Yeah, and the Actman's video also brings it up where it's just like, so you care about this Harry Potter game, but you don't care about any other thing like child labor, freaking it going to China, companies where they have to put nets on the freaking building because people are jumping off, killing themselves. So it's like, if you don't care about those things and now you're all of a sudden caring about this, you're a hypocrite. You know what I mean? You literally are just doing this because this is easy. You know what I mean? You're saying mean things on the internet. You just want to be a bully on the internet. That's all it is.
To push her agenda and to run some campaigns on some shitty causes in Europe. Now, she can campaign on those things. Anyone can do that with any money that they get, by the way. Any time that you give money to someone, which is all the time.
You know what? I got to look this up real quick because I've never heard of this, and I have a feeling that people make shit up. So I'm just going to do a quick Google thing. Let's see. J.K. Rowling anti-trans movement. Nothing is showing that she's done movements where it's literally supposed to be about anti-trans. Yeah. People take what she says as anti-trans, but she's not actually doing movements that are targeted at the trans community. So, I mean, maybe I gotta dig more deep. I probably will do some research on this. Just because for something like this, I feel like it's better to know more than less, instead of just assuming what they're saying actually is true. Like, Zepla has said it a few times, she doesn't agree with J.K. Rowling. She thinks she's like a piece of shit or something like that, along those lines. But I haven't seen her, she hasn't actually said what exactly J.K. Rowling has said. Maybe she doesn't want to bring it up, or maybe she's just going off of what someone else said. Or she's seen a clip or something like that. I don't know. Like, that's why I want to do more research on it to see if it actually holds any water. Or is it just so full of holes that it's just ridiculous?
They can take that money and then use it on stuff that you don't want. Do you realize this can happen anytime that your money exchanges hands with people? Okay, that's the first one. J.K. Rowling is...
You could even do that with, like, you tip someone, like, a few bucks, and then they go buying drugs with that. Does that mean you're endorsing drug use?
It's not God. J.K. Rowling is not the king of the world. J.K. Rowling cannot get out here and just, like, snap her fingers and, like, any law that she wants passed is going to get passed. People need to vote on these things. People need to be active and pay attention to the laws that are passing and rally rally the communities to support bills that are supporting trans rights and oppose bills that are opposing trans rights. If this people that were on this harassment campaigns would expend even a fraction of the energy that they're spending attacking me on actually directing all that energy towards supporting bills that are pro-trans rights.
That would take more research than like a 30 seconds paragraph of hate they're gonna send someone. You know what I mean? So it's not worth it to them. They could just spend less than a minute on like trying to find a streamer to hate on.
Rights and opposing bills that are against trans rights, we'd probably be getting a hell of a lot further right now. It's such a waste of time.
Yes, because they actually don't care about it. All right, that's all. Let's just watch towards the end.
Me, you're not helping anyone. The whole reason I'm taking a stand here is because I do not want to support or appease anyone who thinks it is okay. There's any kind of justification to harass people online. There is never a justification for it, ever. Period. Full stop.
Yeah, even if it's something illegal or they do something like, you know, really bad, it's like that's for the justice system to take care of. That's not for you to bully and like be a, you know, vigilante, an online vigilante. Unless I guess like the justice system fails, like everyone knows it happened, but they can't prove it or something like that. Which in the sense is like, or there's proof, but it couldn't be admissible in court or something. It's very, very like weird, not weird. Where's the word I'm looking for? Like those situations are not the norm. The norm is just bullshit that's made up and then everyone attacks it. But yeah, it's if someone's doing like illegal stuff or bad things, then just leave it for the law to take care of.
It doesn't matter if they disagree with you. It doesn't.
You should be able to critique something though. Like if you don't like something, you should be able to say it, but you shouldn't be able to bully people and attack people online.
It doesn't matter if you don't like them. It doesn't matter if you think you've got a good reason to harass them. You don't. Do not fucking do it. If I find out you did it, I will ban you. That's how we handle people that are a problem. We ban them. We don't harass them. We just block them and move on.
Exactly.
Do not stoop to their level. If that's happened to anyone that I replied to on Twitter, I'm very sorry.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
I hope people had a little bit, you know, more common sense than that. But then again, it is Twitter. Okay, it is Twitter after all.
Exactly. I skipped a lot of that just because it's kind of the same thing. But yeah, it does. I'm glad she's liking the game. Like that would kind of suck. She buys it because she wants to stand up to these people, and it turns out she hates it. that would really suck. So good, she's having fun. I agree with her. You shouldn't be attacking people, even if you think you are in the morally higher ground, I guess. And yeah, it's messed up what some people have been trying to do. It's like, and like I said, I am going to do more research into what J.K. Rowling actually has said and done, because I have a feeling it may be things that aren't exactly against trans people, and more, I'm not going to say, because honestly I haven't done any super surface level stuff, so in terms of what I've looked at, but like I said, I've never heard of actually her actively campaigning like take away trans people's rights, so, or to stop a trans person's rights. I could be wrong. I am going to look into it, so